Hey, what's going on, guys? Let's just jump right into it. We're going through a mix of some loose money to see if we can find anything worth more than face value. So we found some kind of cool date notes, some star notes and stuff like that, some funky prints and ink smears the last few, and then a whole bunch of them where we found a whole bunch of nothing. But that's the great part about this hobby is if you go through your money and you find nothing collectible, then you still have all the same money. So let's get started. Series 2021 $5 note. They redesigned these in the early 2000s, and with all this extra graphics and things that are anti-counterfeiting measures primarily, it gave way to a lot of stuff that can be errors. So look for ink smears, shifted prints, and things of the like. I'm heading to Washington, D.C. real soon in the next few weeks. I have a couple of birthdays in the family and some real close friends. And then after which, I'll be hitting up the old road. So I'll have a lot of different content covering stuff around that area. And, of course, the good old bill searches. Little bit of wet ink transfer. You can kind of see the imprint of Washington's coat here. That's just when they prematurely stack them before they dry. Some 8s. Nothing else jumping out. 1, 2, 3, 4 backwards in the middle is kind of cool. Look for ladder notes and mixed ladder notes. Those are where the digits are in order, but broken apart. Or in a ladder note, they are actually in order, ascending or descending order. Would have been cool to have 8 7s and 0s as the repetitious digits in this serial number, but a pesky little 3 got in there. Somebody that has only 3 digits behind this one with a 0 on the end has something with bookends, 8080. Well, repetitious ends, bookends are where they change up, but would have had a nice trinary note. Those are more collectible than valuable, but really cool. Keep an eye out around this little area up here with the repetitious 5s as well for ink issues. 2017, F is for Atlanta, nothing in the serial number. Little stuck digit on the 6 on the end there. You can see how it sits a little bit high. If it's way off, a good 30+% up or down, then those are actually worth quite a bit over face value. Those are odometer notes, stuck digits, I think are the best name for them. And essentially the little rotary dial that prints the serial number on the notes as they run through the printing process gets jammed up and it prints it off askew. 2009. Lots of good things to look for on $1 notes. So check out my video that covers $1 notes. Whoops, I almost knocked over my camera. $1 notes more specifically. Bunch of damage on the back, so it's hard to tell if anything's collectible. Yeah, some 7s, some 0s, but nothing much going on. Little bit of kind of excessive ink going on around the lettering. If it's actually blurry or parts of the letters are obscured or anything like that, same with digits in the serial number. If those are filled in or smeared, then you are sitting on some good collectible value. 5s, 9s, 2021. We're not going to see new 1s or 2s. And we're seeing the penny kind of on its way out. But we are going to see every other denomination of U.S. currency redesigned over the next 20 years or so, starting with the $10 note. So they're supposed to be putting out designs, but you know the government, they may or may not be on time. But they're supposed to put out designs towards the end of the year, and I will cover all that stuff. So make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. Nothing crazy. Fold it up. Nothing jumping out so far. Let me get some of this stuff, kind of. I guess they're just want to try to get them in order for you so you don't have to keep watching me flip it up around all the time. Nothing crazy. A little bit of that smudging going on. Well, if I can get my camera to focus. There we go. You can see on the second 8 here on the right-hand side, you can see a little tough to ink in the bottom part of the 8. Now, if it was actually filled in, then that could be worth some good money as you're talking an actual misprint. Hey! Got ourselves a bit of a counter stamp. If you can make that out, make your guesses in the old comments. I can't tell what that is, but it's a counter stamp. You can see those on a lot of notes. They're done by financial institutions and businesses to, hey, star note. But to finish my thought, They are used by primarily banks just to show reception or sending out of money when they get it. Nice star note, and surprisingly, if you watch any of my videos, you'll know why I say surprisingly, in really good condition. So, usually I get the trashed ones. I say that too early as this one's got a little bit of junk on the back of it, but it's still pretty cool. I'm going to zoom in slightly now that we're like 2/3 of the way through. But, nice star note. I love star notes. There's nothing jumping out in the serial number. 2021 series. Speaking of B star notes, as I was about to say, on 2013 and 2017, there's some duplicate star notes, primarily in the 2013 B series, that were printed at 2 different facilities twice. So even though it's rare to find the actual pair of the duplicates, just having one that's a known duplicate enhances the value really well. So you'll want to hold on to those star notes especially. But I love star notes in general, and the new printing systems are kind of doing away with those. And by kinda, I mean they are. So the new way of printing is going to eliminate the need for these replacement notes. And so although it's not going to be overnight, I think holding on to especially the smaller denominations is a good kind of little rainy day fund, as well as over time. I think in the next 5 to 10 years, we will see them exponentially go up. Nothing on the back of that one either, but I'm going to hold on to it because I love star notes. Something was spilled on this one, coffee or something. Couple of 9s, couple of 6s, nothing going on in this $10 note. 2017A. I do have a video that covers every different denomination, so check that out so you're informed on all the different stuff that's on the bills. So the federal district numbers and indicators, what the serial numbers mean, what these seals for the Treasury seal, Department of the Treasury, and the Federal Reserve seals actually mean, and just different things about the bills. Design changes, mainly errors to look for, and valuable stuff to look for, which I know a lot of you care about most. And then, of course, some history. 2021, lots of over ink here. You can see a lot of the word 1 from the back. It almost looks like he's like Queen Amidala with the little lip dot on his bottom lip there, a little gang dot. But those are really collectible if it's completely printed through. Otherwise, that's really common, and I wouldn't say to hold on to. Getting down there, last 3 or 4 notes, so thanks for sticking with me. 2021 series, not too bad a condition, similar to the star note we found. And nothing on the back. Keep an eye out around the seals. Check out my video that does cover reverse errors to look for on notes. You can just search on my channel. I have 3 or 4 videos that cover those pretty in-depth. Really beat up $1 note from 2013. This is a good example of the printing process. It's 3-phase. It is known as an intaglio process. So some things are printed on, some things are printed in the note. But as you can see, the serial numbers and seals, arguably the most important parts to track the notes, retain their durability even when the note's really beat up. Series 2021. Nothing jumping out. Flip it up. Reverse the note. Let me know in the comments, of course, as you're going through this video, what you've been coming across. A few people have been commenting all the coins and really cool stuff they've seen lately, so that's awesome. I love reading about that. Beat up $10 note. Check out all the different monuments and federal buildings around DC if you get a chance. They're really cool. Lots of repetition. Holy 9s. Misprinted 9 a little bit. I think it's just a little damage there as I see a little tick kind of damage on this 9. So it's not necessarily a misprint. It's more post-mint damage. However, really cool with the repetition, but not enough for me to hold on to. Back of the bill, nice depiction of the White House. Keep an eye out kind of around where this serial number is printed through. And same up here. But mainly, if you have actual ink smearing and misprinting and stuff, this one has good examples of that excess of ink kind of bleeding through. I have seen ones where the seals, serial numbers, and all that are printed through to the back in their entirety on the whole back or reverse of the note. Those sell for really good money over face value as they're a misprint. Not too crazy, but if you watch my videos, you know I love star notes. They're my favorite, so I'm going to hold on to this one. A 2021 series, not too bad, minus a little fold or so. But I love replacement notes. We'll look it up real quick on a couple search tools and see if there's more information on it that makes it more valuable. So let's check it out. Alright, so we're over here on a currency lookup tool where we're going to input the serial number and the series date of our star note and denomination. And then we'll hit lookup star note. Then that's going to show us a bunch of information. It'll tell you what the run size is, the total printed, and then you can hit general info. And it'll tell you a little bit more info, facility, and we can see here that it's towards the upper end of the run. And it's a sheet note, so there's a bit less of them printed, which will hike the value a little bit, but with the condition of this star note, I'd say it's worth $1 for right now, but we'll gain value over time.